So when you are a self-agent, as we were discussing in our 1 minute short, you are a securely attached, non-traumatized, 5D mystic, spiritual, mindful, living, loving person. At IHP, we have people who love to do love because we're consistently lovers, as we also discussed yesterday. Love is not a performance if you are yourself. It is easy, forever, and doesn't change. Not in a way of attaching to one human being, and not because it's a romantic, no. But partnership, when it comes to romance, here's where you can have the one, the ones, and no ones, and empowerment. Remember, please, it is when you are not living drama stories, thinking of how to never get fucked with again, or basically people who live in hypervigilant mode in their minds and in their bodies. Okay, so the integrated brain is something that those who are able to have bilateral vertical overall, we don't get rigid, we don't get chaotic, we are able to, with securely attached, non-traumatized, embodied, neuroatypical, I think is the word, right? Because there's also a lovely group of neurodivergent community, and that's a whole different story. So with personal development and self-help and spiritual growth for the neurotypical, that way we're clear, because I got to hear from a very beautiful human being about the difference between that, and it reminds me of some of my courses with Dr. Daniel Siegel, where we discussed when we have a neurodivergent group of people, which is obviously, again, out of the scope of self-help personal development from our IHP community content and all of that. But there's a depth of information that we can always learn about our brothers and sisters of all the world in this embodied brain. And so with that, the physiological state of a self-agent is that love is consistent, because I'm consistently securely attached, non-traumatized, and I'm integrated. I'm a whole self. I own my sense of self. I own my body. I'm an empowered feminine. I'm an empowered masculine. I own the mind. And I don't project any of my insecurities upon anyone. So my partnership will flow and it will grow, or it will transform, because I don't stop loving you, like you've heard of my teenage boyfriend and my teenage boyfriend's partner. We're all friends. And the people who find it weird, I find it weird that you say you love someone and then you turn your back around and no more love. What is that? That means nothing. To a person who is a self-agent, who is also, by the way, understanding that relationships are bonds, so you don't have to cut anyone. The ones who do, I think that's a pity, because they're not functional child adults. They're not fierce lovers who understand how to work with themselves and then to be able to transform and expand our oversoul. So as a 5D mystic, my light body didn't lose people. I got more people. And so we're going to talk about self-agents. We don't have exiles. There's only unconditional love for self and others, which is why we expand our herd. And that's in all ways, shapes, and forms, polyamory, monoamory. Tune into the extended if you're curious. Like, share, and subscribe. It'll help the channel grow. Thanks for stopping by.